Let's start setting up.
Roger. I'm out for the walk around.
TCAS test failed.
طيب ذي هتكون رحلتنا من إنسبورغ لسالزبورغ في النمسا. نظبط ال FMC.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Affirmative.
Thanks.
لحد ما الركاب يركبوا الطيارة نجهز الطيارة والفيرست اوفيسر نزل يعمل اكسترنال تشيك على الطيارة. take off.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
اوكي رجع الفيرست اوفيسر. نشغل الايتس نشوف حالة الطقس كيف. ايتس 126.030.
Wind shear. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
Zulu.
Don't sink.
Wind 355 at 2.
Too low.
Visibility
Terrain.
6.
Too low.
Sky conditions, no cloud
Too low.
detected.
Flaps.
Temperature
Too low.
11.
Terrain.
Dew point 7.
Light slope.
QNH 1022.
Bank angle.
Density
Okay,
altitude 1600 feet. Transition level 105. Arriving and departing runways 26, 25 left, 25 right. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
100.
Innsbruck Airport,
Hi,
information
here's the fuel
Tango.
slip.
Thanks.
2350
Have a nice
Zulu.
flight.
Wind 355 at 2.
Wind shear.
Visibility
Wind shear.
6.
Wind shear.
Sky conditions,
Terrain.
no cloud detected. Temperature
Caution.
11.
Terrain.
Dew point 7. QNH 1022. Density altitude 1600 feet. Transition level 105. Arriving and departing runways 26, 25 left, 25 right. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
طيب طلعنا منه المعلومات. عندنا information tango QNH 1022 transition altitude flight level 105. حط ال QNH هنا. نتكلم مع التاور ناخد منه IFR clearance 120.100. طيب Innsbruck Tower Cathay 006 at ramp 7 request IFR clearance to Salzburg.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Cathay 006. Information Tango is current. Clear to Salzburg. After departure, fly radar vectors, rum departure, runway 25 right. Initial climb to 12, 2000 feet. Departure on 128.975 squawk 642 turn.
Information Tango clear to Salzburg after departure. Fly radar Victors Romeo Yankee Mike. Departure runway 25 right. Initial climb flight level 120. Departure on 128.975 squawk 6422 Cathay 006. طيب and departing runway
Cathay 006, negative initial climb altitude 12, 2000 feet.
initial climb altitude 12 12,000 feet. departure
Cathay
runway
006, negative. Initial
5
climb
right.
altitude is 12,000 feet.
Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet. Cathay 006. Quack 6422. طيب كواك 6422 حطها ستاند باي. نعمل دي نطلع فيها الوذر. طبعا المنطقة كلها يعني جبلية، ف الران شوية هيكون صعب فيها. طيب APU generators
Cleared to Echo Delta November, Yankee via the ADIL to Juliet departure, then as filed. Initial climb 12,000 feet.
ground
Departure
power
128.975, squawk 6755, TVM November
release.
8500 Sierra Bravo.
Innsbruck Tower, TBM 850, India Gillette, Kilo Tango, requesting IFR clearance to Echo Delta November Yankee with information X-ray.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Innsbruck Tower, TVM November 850 Sierra Bravo, holding short runway 8 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Runway 26, departing runway 26. Calculate. We have flaps 1, trim 5.27. خلينا نظبط الترم.
Bird 001 Juliet, request IFR clearance to Southampton.
Clearance on request. Stand by. All aircraft be advised. Information Echo is now current. QNH 1010. Give me 1 second for that clearance.
كنا مجهزين runway 08 لكن تغير بقى runway 26. طيب عندنا السد إقلاع على runway 26 right heading 272 فوق 3200 feet turn left على 068 maximum speed 160 knots and 12 DME to 055 لين ال VOR من ال VOR توكل على سالزبورغ. طيب خلي دي على جنبه.
Departure to Edinburgh via Monkey transition 4000 feet initial climb. Departure frequency 128.975 squawk 3444 Chamex 49er Alpha Lima, thank you.
9er Alpha Lima, I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Chamex 49er Alpha Lima, ready for pushback and engine start.
You and
9er Alpha Lima, give me 1 second for that clearance.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
Okay. Departure is from Innsbruck, runway 26. We'll use flaps 1 and toga power because we have short runway with rising terrains ahead. We need maximum power.
Request departure to the east.
We'll be flying the Romeo Tango Tango Romeo 1, RNAV standard instrument departure. After takeoff, we'll climb straight ahead, then turn left heading. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Safety inspection checklist and before start checklist to the line.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and shocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist completed.
Okay.
IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins. Gear pins.
1, 2, 3 removed.
Probe covers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removed.
Light test.
Checked. Checked. Say again.
Light test.
Set and checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Yaw damper.
On.
NAF transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
NAF transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel.
We have 56 tons required and 57 tons on board. Fuel pumps on.
Cabin utility IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Runway
Fasten
08
belts.
for takeoff. Giant 406.
Okay, fasten belts. On.
1013.
Window heat.
Giant 406.
On.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Set packs auto. Bleeds on. Packs auto, bleeds on.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Packs auto, bleeds on.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
يا أخينا. Set and checked.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Affirmative.
Pressurization mode selector.
Yes. Yes. يا أختي. Yes. Clear to close. Short taxi. طيب خلينا منه.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO. Set and checked.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down detent.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stabilizer trim cutout switched.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar, and transponder.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trims.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete.
FMC and CDU.
Set.
N1 and indicated airspeed bugs.
Set and checked.
Stabilizer trim.
5.2. Set.
Performance weight and balance.
Signed and sent.
Signed and sent. Phones.
Off.
Off. Electronic flight bag.
Set and checked.
Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Locked.
Doors.
Doors are closed. Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist to the line completed.
Thanks, it will be a short taxi. Yes. Innsbruck Tower, Cathay 006, ready for pushback and start.
Cathay 006, pushback and start approved. Face north.
Pushback start approved, face north, Cathay 006.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback.
Face north, 180. Two 6 face north. طيب.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
Before start checklist below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Innsbruck Tower, Police November, good afternoon.
Police November, Innsbruck Tower,
Off.
good afternoon, Franz.
Anti-collision light.
Hello,
On.
Police November on
Parking
Roadshow
brake.
Heliport with information Delta.
Parking brake.
Departure
Set.
to the west, destination Ötztal. Departure at own risk, Police November.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set. Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft. Ground. You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay. Set.
Transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist below the line completed.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Innsbruck Tower, Police November again, hello.
Police November, Innsbruck Tower. Hello, pass your message.
Police November, 5 miles south of Sierra in 8,000 feet. Request entering control zone for landing at Lojo. Enter control zone via the Sierra route. Will report
two.
Sierra 5,500 feet. And request direct Lojo heliport for landing.
Stabilized. Start engine 1. Oil pressure. N2.
Innsbruck Tower, waiting at runway 26.
Swiss 123 hold position. Contact Innsbruck National West departure on 130.48. Report leaving altitude 1,800.
Swiss 123 ready for departure at runway 26.
Stabilized.
Swiss 123 contact departure on 130.48.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
APU.
Off.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
Packs auto. Bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
One required, one selected. Green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.22 units, 5.22 set.
Stabilizer trim.
5.2 units required, 5.2 set.
Start levers.
Idle, detent.
Flight controls.
We'll do flight control check.
Bamboo 286, welcome to Innsbruck. Taxi to parking at your discretion and stay with me.
Full right. Full left. Neutral. Full
Flight
up.
controls.
Neutral. Full down.
Bamboo 286, push and start approved.
Rudder. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Neutral. Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Innsbruck Tower, Cathay 006, ready for taxi.
Cathay 006, taxi to runway 25 right via taxiway Alpha, hold short of runway 25 right.
Taxi to runway 25 right via taxiway Alpha, hold short of 25 right, Cathay 006. Clear on the left.
Clear right.
Innsbruck Tower, Allegiant 585 is ready for departure. Innsbruck Tower, Allegiant 585 is ready for departure.
All aircraft be advised, information mic is now current. QNH 1017.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, Allegiant 585.
Before takeoff checklist to the line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
One green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.2 units set.
Takeoff briefing.
Reviewed.
Holding at cabin. Cabin.
Secure.
Before takeoff checklist to the line completed.
Tower Cathay 006 holding short runway 26 ready for departure.
Cathay 006, Bratislava radar, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Cathay 006. Approach is clear on the left.
006, negative.
Approach is
Departure
clear on the
runway
right.
is 25 right, not 26. Confirm runway.
Roger, departure runway 25 right, Cathay 006. Before takeoff checklist below the line.
Stand by. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set. Set and checked.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist below the line completed.
Set takeoff thrust.
Stabilized.
Stabilized.
Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal. 80 knots.
80.
V1. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
LNAV.
LNAV.
Checked.
Cathay 006, identified. Over Innsbruck at 3300 feet. QNH 1018. Turn left, heading 070, vectors to run. Then own navigation.
QNH 1022, turn left heading 070, Cathay 006. Bug up.
Cathay 006, contact Vienna radar on 133.82.
Vienna radar 1338.8. Cathay 006. Vienna Radar Cathay 006.
Edelweiss 348. Vienna Radar. Identified. Service.
Your control.
Cathay 006. Vienna Radar. Identified. Good afternoon. Innsbruck. QNH 1018.
QNH 1018 Cathay 006.
1 to go.
1 to go.
Altimeters.
خلينا نشيل السحاب عشان المنظر الجميل ده. أحسن.
Cathay 006. Contact Salzburg Radar on 123.725.
Salzburg Radar 123.725 Cathay 006. Salzburg Radar Cathay 006 at your frequency, flying altitude 10,500 feet.
Eurowing 7 Alpha Charlie, contact Munich radar frequency 136.23. Good day. Munich radar, good day. Eurowing 7 Alpha Charlie, passing flight level 180.
اليوم رحلة قصيرة.
Atloy.
Eurowing 7 Alpha Charlie, climb flight level 380.
ILS runway 15, ILS frequency 109.9. هنعمل هنا ten checks.
10 checks. Fuel, 6. Pumps on. Lights. APU, air conditioning and pressurization. 4.1. Fasten belts. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Recall. Monitor 121.50 on VHF2.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Salzburg radar Cathay 006 overhead Romeo Tango Tango.
Cathay 006 Salzburg radar identified. Good afternoon. Expect the Arnav Victor runway 33 approach into Salzburg.
Expect Arnav approach runway 33 into Salzburg Cathay 006. Good afternoon. يحصل تغيير في الخطة. أرناف 33.
RIR 2248, 2248. Contact Salzburg Tower on 118.1.
Ryanair 2248, establish LS runway 2, correction 15. 118, it's move on Ryanair 2248.
Salzburg radar Cathay 006. Kindly advise which star to expect.
Cathay 006, expect the Unke 2 Romeo arrival into Salzburg.
Onka 2 Romeo arrival into Salzburg, Cathay 006. Onka 2 Romeo. طيب.
Grüß Gott, Salzburg. Golf India Yankee on the IFR flight to Vienna from Salzburg, next waypoint, Nemal, climbing to flight level 220.
Arnav 33.
Golf India Yankee, contact Vienna info on 134.625.
Shield discontinuity.
Over to Vienna info on 134.625, Golf India Yankee.
Okay. وقت الوصول المتوقع بعد 10 دقائق كده تقريبا، قريبا. Salzburg radar Cathay 006, request start descending.
Cathay 006, cleared Unke 2 Romeo arrival into Salzburg.
Cleared Onka 2 Romeo arrival into Salzburg, Cathay 006.
Cathay 006, negative. After departure, fly radar vectors to room, then as filed. Initial climb to 12,000 feet. Departure on 128.975 squawk 6422.
Fly radar vectors to room as filed. Initial climb level 120 feet. Departure 128.975 squawk 6422.
Cathay 006, negative. Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet.
Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet, Cathay 006.
Cathay 006, negative. Initial climb altitude is 12,000 feet.
Initial climb altitude 12,000 feet, Cathay 006. في مطبات عالية من الجبال. Secure cabin.
DLH-501, contact Salzburg Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Salzburg Tower on 118.1, Lufthansa 501.
Salzburg radar, Turbulence 108 Mike Whiskey, good morning. Passing 9,000, climbing flight level 150.
Turbine Duke 108 Mike, Whiskey Salzburg radar. Good morning, QNH 1012.
Salzburg radar INET 248, passing 8, flight level 80, descending 4,000 feet. Salzburg radar INET 248, passing flight level 70, descending altitude 4,000.
RYR 2248, 2248, Salzburg radar, clear for the ILS runway, 15 approach.
Clear for the ILS runway 15 approach, INET 248.
عندي نكون جايين ستار اونكي 2 روميو زي ما احنا هنا هنكون على النقطة دي 7000 هنا. بعد ما نعدي النقطة دي هننزل لحد 4000. من النقطة دي هنمشي كده فور رنوي 33 ننزل على رنوي 33. نبدأ ننزل 4000.
Flaps up, no lights.
مطبات عالية اليوم.
RYR 2248, 2248. Contact Salzburg Tower on 118.1.
Ryanair 2248, establish LS runway 2, correction 15. 118, it's move on Ryanair 2248.
Heading 1005, circuit still at 0.
Bank angle.
Overshoot.
Generator, good evening. Pilatus November 277 Echo Bravo, flight level 140.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
المطبات عالية.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Caution, terrain. 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 $500.
500 feet.
Check.
400. Airspeed full. Airspeed full. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. Airspeed full. Airspeed full. 10.
100 knots. Auto brake disarmed. Speed brake up 80 knots. Reverser is normal 8%. 60 knots.
You can clean up.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
After landing checklist. Turn on the APU.
Starting the APU. Three minutes.
Transit shutdown checklist.
Electrical.
Off.
Electrical.
On APU.
Fasten belts. APU on the buses.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Voice recorder.
On.
Air conditioning packs.
Auto.
Engine bleeds.
On.
APU bleed.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Steady and logo set.
Exterior lights.
Set and checked.
Start switches.
Off.
Auto brake.
Disarmed. Off. Off.
Speed brake.
Down detent.
Flaps.
Up. No light.
Parking brake.
Set.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Transponder.
$2,000 standby.
CVRCB.
In.
Cockpit door.
Unlocked.
Transit shutdown checklist completed.
وبس الحمد لله على السلامة.